Well guys, how are you? We are here with a new video for the channel, and today we are going to do what you have been asking me a lot, which is my top 5 of shoes, in this case in the mid-range or in the league range or in the match range. It depends on the brand of shoes, in this case international brands. We are seeing brands like Adidas, Nike, Puma, which are more than all the brands that I have tried. And beware, this is my top. Son of a bitch. It's not a top worldwide, okay? Because there are shoes that I have simply not tried. That's why I'm not putting them on. I'm putting what I've tried. I've tried other pairs, but I don't have them anymore. Maybe I can make the mention too, because they are very, very good pairs. Let's start. And as you can see, I have here the 5 boots that in this case make up my top 5. But you are going to have to guess. Let's see. Before the video starts, leave me in the comments what you think is the top. What is the order? Taking into account that you already have here the boots that make up what is the top 5. So, having said all this, let's start. Let's start talking about what the top 5 is, okay? And in this case, my top 5 is taken by, drumroll please, it's taken by the Vapor 16. Let's go there, removing the rest of the shoes. I'm seriously surprised by the amount of shoes that I've been doing over time. We start the top in this case with what are the Vapor 16. Why am I putting these shoes so high? Considering that I have spoken quite well about them, I have liked them, they have generated good sensations. I am putting them quite high for a mere detail that I do not know if it will be around here. In this shoe it is not, but it is in the other, and it is this detail here. And it is that as the uses have passed, you can see here that the shoe came off. And this is not typical of a shoe, as it can be a Nike Mercurial. It is logical that a Nike Mercurial comes off like that, brother. It cannot come off. Now the shoe is a wonder, it is a delight, it has a really good upper, they have improved a lot. It has amortization that in this case the layers are also very, very good. The sole seems to me to be a real wonder, it really gives you very good traction. The sensations of hitting, the sensations of touch with the ball are very, very good. The cushioning is very good. Really, in general terms, it is a very good shoe, but let's see. Some very good sensations go hand in hand with a very good durability. Brother, and this here, unfortunately, it has been quietly difficult for this shoe to be in the top 2. Because it is a shoe that performs quite well in everything, but there is a shoe that is the top 1 that also fulfills. But that shoe also has excellent durability. And for this little issue, the Vapor 16 are top 6. We move on to the top number 4, and there we have the Puma Ultra 5 Macho. These shoes, in my opinion, do improve durability compared to the Vapor. But there is a detail that simply makes these shoes go from possibly being the best shoe of this year to simply being one more of the bunch. And it is a very important feature in terms of speed, which is the orientation of the shoe, which in this case is the sole. As you can see here, is a sole that I do not know if you will see it for speed, but I tell you that it's nothing to see. It's a configuration of studs that, although it clearly starts very well in the heel part, as you go up, you realize that this has nothing to do with a speed sole, and it really feels at the moment of making sudden changes, you feel that absence of traction on the field of play. On the other hand, the upper seems to me to be very, very good. It is very, very soft, very, very soft. It is an upper that really does not have anything to envy to another upper. Like, for example, the Vapor is a very soft upper, but this one, if at the time of using it, at least the first time, it generated me a little discomfort, because if it is a soft upper already in use, but at the beginning, it ends up being a little bit like plastic, very plastic so to speak, so then it ends up being a little rigid from the outside. It seems to me that it is a very good shoe. The insole is also wonderful. What I always highlight about Puma, the best quality that we see in the market. Although right now, it is matching quite well with Nike and Adidas. But it seems to me that Puma still maintains that quality that always characterizes it. We go with the top 3, and we have a shoe that, at least to me, has seemed an authentic wonder. In this case, we are talking about the Predator in this beautiful color that is the first generation. Okay. To start, it seems to me that the Predator has improved a lot compared to their past generations in terms of quality, and when I say quality, I mean finishes. It seems to me that it is a spectacular thing. The sensations that they offer are 10 out of 10, and unlike other types of shoes that we have already seen, this one has not broken. The only thing is that, yes, it has spots here, for example, because I think they are quite visible. They have spots like this, small things that obviously all kinds of shoes will have, but overall it is a very complete shoe. It is a shoe that does fulfill what it promises. It is a Predator. It has its elements of hitting are really fulfilled quite well. The sole also aligns with what a Predator is, and above all, the cushioning. Boys, we have the history in this shoe, and that seems to me to be a tip, a more than good tip.
And I think I don't have much to talk about these shoes. You already know. Predator speaks for.
But it seems to me that the pairs we are going to show next have had a little more quality, and above all, have given me a little better sensations. Okay, so let's go with the top two. In position number 2, against all forecasts, we have the Puma Filter 7 matches. I know that a new generation has already come out, but this has been the future that I have used all of 2024, and it seems to me that it is a real wonder. In fact, the video of this foam is one of the most viewed videos on the channel, and for some reason it is because it is an authentic beauty. The MPN, the cushioning in the sole now, although it is clear there are many who complain about the issue of the durability sole, it seems to me that if they have foundations, what they tell me, they have arguments because I have used it, is a shoe that if we remove those, it's perfect. Brother, the lopper is beautiful. It has a finish so it can give us grip. Listen, that is, it has a finish for everything that is the opera, and this finish ends up being a very good thing. Because when you control the ball, you feel that the ball sticks well. It helps you with the issue of contact with the ball. It's a real wonder. So for me, this is my top 2. And also look at the internal finishes. That is the internal finishes. Because you can see them, they are very good. They are not textiles from what I see. No, they are plastics. They are plastics. Then they end up being very good in terms of quality. It seems to me that this is the best we have seen this year. And I probably don't think we'll see something similar again next time, because the current ones maintain quite a few characteristics of this, but not, I don't feel that in the next generation we will have something of this quality. So now let's move on to the top 1, which I'm sure many can already imagine what it is. And in position number 1, guys, we find some masterpieces. The F50 shoes of the best player in history, Leo Messi. I think there are many people who will agree with me that they are wonderful. And now I put this, and I do not bring the generics because I want to say that both F50 are great. But personally, I like the men's version a little more. And it could be said that the number 1 position is the generic, and the position number 0, or the top, is the F50 of Leo Messi. Because the F50 of Messi, we already made a comparison. And in that comparison, you know perfectly well that this one has a different touch. The contact and driving the shot is very different. At least this one I liked much more, apart from the fact that aesthetically they see the look here for the second camera. That is, it also looks like a wonderful thing. And that is what I loved about this pair, because if we talk about the previous generation, these F50s totally destroy the previous generation. That was X, because the hair is much better apart from the finishes, guys. It shows. I can easily put this here on the table, and you tell me no, this is high range, because they see the quality level that the microphone has upper in the cushioning. Although it is clear, it is not a lifestyle, it is a fairly good cushioning, the sole, if it continues to be maintained from the previous generations. Because when I always tell them something is good, you have to keep it, it does not have to change. So that would be my top 5 of international brands, my top 5, because there are many who will say, I do not agree with you, it is my top 5. So be careful, there is my opinion. If you agree with me, good. If not, there is no type of problem, because all players look for different things in the shoes. So nothing, guys, I hope you liked the video. Also remind you that the draw is going to end on January 15th. Be aware that if you are not participating, you have to participate. They have to go to Instagram, they can go to TikTok to comment on that video on why they should win. Follow me, and they will be participating for the draw that is going to take place on January 15th. Also mention that we are doing live reacting to the games that are, in this case, in the days 2 days, we are live on TikTok. And also mention that if you like, you can acquire one of the mediums that we already have very few units left. I like the acceptance that the mediums had. I already have very few units left, but they have to take advantage because they can end very... So nothing, guys, I hope you liked the video. If you liked it, you can leave me your like, subscribe. I am Love of Football, and we are seeing each other in the next opportunity. Take care, bye bye.